as living proof that with hard work and dedication, all things are possible. The haunt business is different from all other industries. Fear and terror at its core, drawing parallels to why people watch horror movies.
We can get you bloody, we can get you wet, we can put you in a coffin, we can put you in a cage. We can tie you with handcuffs, we can do anything we want.
As I navigate this maze of horror and gore, my heart races as I seek to escape from entombment. In this old mill, the darkness isn't just around me, it seeps inside, prying into my deepest insecurities, turning each shadow into a manifestation of my fears.
Please help me save them!
From the realization that I am alone in this place, except for the inhabitants of this old mill, who seek to exploit my vulnerabilities. These actors mock my attempt to be brave. But I push forward, despite my instinct to flee. In these moments, my mind blanks, and just when I think I'm safe, it starts all over again.
A friend of mine said, hey, I got a coffin, and it's from Mexico. Yeah, I'll want it. She's like, it's used.
The haunted attraction industry stands out as a unique oddity amongst all others. And Kim's Krypt is the embodiment of this industry.
I bought this in 2014 at the auction, but Kim's Krypt started in Rosedale in 1994, and then we changed locations several times.
Where the authenticity matters, right down to the last detail, such as if a coffin has been used.
Yeah, we're all here. You got Trixie, you got Cookie, you got Sluggo, you got Otis, you got Dr. Payne, you got Maggie.
This is where people flock to bear their inner fears, to be tested, to be challenged, and ultimately to confront what terrifies them the most. The cast of this attraction are unique. They invoke comic book characters, villains that terrify and ensnare the imagination, turning nightmares into reality with their presence. They infuse this attraction with a raw energy, transforming it from mere entertainment into an immersive ordeal. Each actor embodies their role with intensity, and here, the boundaries between the imagined and the real fades into black. The actors don't just perform, they haunt and they hunt. You will be the prey, the object of their twisted genius, as they work together to dismember your mind. Here you will stand or fall alone, and in that moment of truth,
For my sins! Make him stop!
you'll discover the true extent of your fears. This haunted mill whispers voices of dread.
Make the voices stop! I can't deal with them!
Its old walls echo silent screams of the past. They may fade, but will never leave.
He started handcuffing her. They threw me to the ground, started handcuffing. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like totally on the ground?
Like legit. And my head, my severed head was underneath. Was underneath. And I'm going, get off my head, get off my head.
Join me as we discover and tread deep into the heart of Kim's Krypt haunted mill.
Could be a head launcher.
So you made Kim's head?
Yes.
That sounds bad.
I'll find out why this talented group of actors and staff are so passionate about their unusual art form.
Don't let Kim hear that. It's like when you have to turn it, it's really hard, and then when you go straight, it's okay.
I'll take you on a virtual ride of this attraction as we get to meet Kim, the eccentric, wild woman rock star of haunts and one-of-a-kind owner of this crazy establishment.
His name is Hannibal Lecter.
Come on, children. I'm not scared of anything. I'm Kim Yates.
So I'm a bit of a wise ass, and they say that parody is the highest form of flattery. But while at Kim's, I became a little obsessed with her, and I found myself wanting to become her character. Yeah, it sounds a little weird, but this is the power of Kim Yates.
It's Maggot.
I'm back!
There are all kinds of unique characters here.
Spin rides. We've got hearse rides. We've got everything here. Anything you can.
You're not Kim.
I am too. I'm Kim Yates.
Kim and I get into a disagreement about who is the real Kim Yates. I meet Trixie, the famous black and white clown, as Kim calls her.
Poke you, watch.
And we learn about her long association with horror and acting. And then there's Cookie.
Some people go in a hearse, some people go in a coffin. KimsCrypt.com. Hi, I'm Spooky Kisses, and we are at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill in Spring Grove, Pennsylvania.
You know, some people may wonder why folks get into this business. It's a little odd and not for everyone. I mean, did you know there's a market for coffin rides?
It's not a full moon, but I'm sure it will be soon. There's no rain. I'm getting ready to go cause some pain.
Oh, God.
I just did like a whole heap of like rat poison. Let me pick your brain for a minute.
You don't even need the freezer to hide things in this time of year.
There's a lot of curiosities to discover here. But first, let's meet Kim.
Are you ready?
You're next.
So I'm here with Kim Yates, and she is the wild woman rock star of haunts.
I try not to scare people. I see babies and go, oh. I'm Kim, owner of Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill in Spring Grove, PA. I've been haunting for 28 years now. But Kim's Krypt started in Rosedale in 1994, and then we changed locations several times.
How did you get into this? Like, what was your?
Oh gosh, we can start way back.
Did you always like Halloween? Or?
I always liked Halloween, horror comic books. I collected the Aurora horror models back in the 70s.
Wow.
And my parents took me when I was 9 years old to Disney World. And that's what kind of really did it. We went to Disney World. I loved it. I loved the Haunted Mansion. And my dad took me to the gift shop, bought a horror mask, wore it on the way home on 95 and scared people. It was crazy. We started to make monsters in the living room.
You trying to steal my moonshine? What's that alien technology, boy?
And we made bodies for them.
Right.
Like his clothes out of newspaper back then and put gloves on it, and that we made a monster. And I was getting more masks, and then I discovered Spencer's Gifts back in the day.
Yeah.
I was getting like strobe lights and black lights and things like that.
So did you do a home haunt first?
What I was doing back then, when I was like real young,
Yeah.
I was just decorating. So I was decorating my parents' house back then. They lived in Glen Burnie, and that's not where Kim's Krypt started. That's just where I was decorating. So every time I went somewhere else, I would decorate. And it grew and grew and grew. And in 1994, when the second house that I bought was in Rosedale. That's when Kim's Krypt started, because the decorations and the display was so huge. I had Michael Myers on the roof holding a pumpkin and a knife.
This is the passion we speak of, the unbridled energy the haunt owners bring to their craft.
Can you help me look for my friend Alice?
The thrill of the scare is what they live for, and concocting new ways to invoke the fear response and jump scare.
So from 1994 to about 2001, we were okay. And we did it in Rosedale. And I mean, it grew, and it was in the newspaper back when it was all about newspaper. There was no internet, there was no cell phones, there was none of that. And you had to read a paper to find out what was going on. Our lines just went all the way around the block, and it was crazy. So it got a little out of hand, but people loved it.
And we can see why Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill in Spring Grove, Pennsylvania is an authentic experience driven by passion and love for horror and the scare, offering visitors a chilling adventure into the world of the macabre and the unknown.
No, you never see him again. That's it. What was that?
That's the case.
Oh God. Oh my God. It's gonna be scary. They're gonna get me, you know. They're gonna get me in here, because now they know me.
This is the face of fear. Let me tell you something. This attraction sets upon you like a wild pack of dogs. It's relentless and hunts you from every direction, leaving no avenue for retreat. The experience is designed to elevate your pulse, immersing you in scenarios that test your resolve.
I'm scared. I'm scared it's gonna happen. I don't want to ruin it.
And challenge your composure.
Oh my God.
As your heart rate quickens, a drumbeat under your skin awakens to challenge the spirit within you. This is not a mere journey into gloom, but to the abyss of oneself. Each scare, a reflection. Each shiver, a revelation. The night wraps tightly with each trembling breath as you dance with the shadows. Here, in the heart of fear, you meet yourself. Raw and unguarded. A traveler through the corridors of the unseen, the unheard. This journey transcends fright and travels to the heart of our deepest dread. A silent dialogue with mortality. waiting dark reminds us of life's fragility and the thin veil that separates the present from the unknown. You will embrace the essence of existence. The terror felt here is not the unseen, but a glimpse of the ultimate journey we all take alone. Each scare, each moment of suspense is a mirror reflecting our mortality, challenging us to live more fully, love more deeply, and cherish the fleeting moments we are given.
And this is PG-13, so we can't go like too crazy with it.
Okay.
Did you work till 2 in the morning last night?
I did.
She sings. We were there.
The Ace of Spades! Ace of Spades!
Each haunt has a dressing room and a makeup area. I personally love hanging out with the actors here. It's the highlight for me, as I'm just so scared when filming inside the haunt.
She's got a snake in a bag.
Where's the snake?
No, I hate them. I'm sorry.
Is it gonna be live?
Is it really alive?
Yes, it's really alive.
Why do you have it in a bag? Is it going to be in the haunt?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So yeah, there's a snake issue, and I'm not a fan. Why do actors bring him to the haunt anyway? I mean, come on, people. Is this like an emotional support animal thing?
So you made Kim's head.
Yes.
That sounds bad. How did you do that?
So,
And why?
well,
Sorry, I'm a wise ass. I love Kim's head.
So what's your character all about?
Or when you put eyeballs in there and they just go pop, 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 pop. It's great.
I'm just one of the random butchers that is over there. I don't really have a character
I've
name
never
or
been
anything.
through it, so I don't know.
The other one was just dilapidated.
I do get to try Kim's head when I become Kim a little later in the episode.
It didn't look good at all. So she had a half face cast. So I took that half face cast to get the main facial features of her, and then just built it out with foam, covered it in latex, started insetting teeth. The wig really sets it off. But she wanted the tongue to move, so there's a mechanism
How
inside
does she
her.
do that anyway? Because my tongue, wait, I can't go side to side. I look kind of like.
Yeah,
How do you-
it's got a stick in there, so she can just maneuver it with her hand.
What's your character?
I am Barkeeper Zombie.
Barkeeper Zombie. And what area are you in?
I'm in the House of Ice.
House of Ice. Oh, we're going to House of Ice. How scary is it?
Let's grab a drink, guys!
I got scared with some of the new props going through, just walking through with the lights on.
No.
So
I
yeah,
get scared of that too. Oh, I know. I bet you know.
you'll enjoy it.
I actually met Kim back in 2007. I was actually working on a web series called The Chainsaw Sally Show. It is a horror comedy web series by Jimmy O'Brill. It's hilarious. We, I guess him and Kim are friends. They've known each other for a long time.
Where are you going to be tonight?
Here in the House of Ice.
Oh, we're going there first. Oh no. Spicy?
Spicy. We're naming her Spicy.
Okay, we'll call you Spicy.
All right.
You know, she scared me here. She scared me at Field of Screams. She scared me all over the place.
This is Brittany Wells. This makeup artist and actor has scared me at numerous haunts now. I don't think I want to be in that jail cell with her.
How'd you meet Kim? If you could tell me, with your head like that.
Several years ago, I stopped down and said, hey, you guys look for actors? And Jerry West at the time was here. He goes, yes, we're absolutely looking for actors. He goes, what makes you want to be here? I said, I just love Halloween. I like scaring people. He goes, perfect. And that's how it started.
We were shooting some scenes for the web series at the old Krypt in Dundalk. And so she was there for the shooting, and she was kind of checking everything out. She ultimately invited me and another guy, Victor, who were on the effects team, to come and work makeup team for her that season.
You were here at Christmas,
Christmas, yeah.
and you were scared.
Terrified, screaming, but now I work here. It was really scary. I enjoyed the rest. I was crying before, and I feel bad about it now. So.
Crying?
Yeah, because I was terrified.
Oh, you cried because you were scared.
Now that's facing your fears. Just 1 year earlier, Jake was terrified, and now he's working as a scare actor at Kim's Krypt.
And now it's 15 years later, and I've been working for her ever since.
Now you work here, so what made you decide to do that?
Well, my dad and my brother and my cousin, they all work here. And eventually, I really wanted to scare people. And I thought it was going to be fun. I'm like, hey, I get paid for this, and it's fun.
I've picked up guys twice your size and carried them around.
Bragger. Just a little bit of bragging.
He's strong like ox.
So you just love haunting so much that even on your off night, you're gonna come?
Yeah.
Have you scared anybody yet?
Tons. Some of that, and most of the time, like 4 people, I counted, 4 people go up here like this. They're like, oh, he's short. And I still terrify people.
Well, I can believe that. There's no height restrictions for a good jump scare.
I went one night.
To which one?
Field of Screams out of boredom, and then I just like, hey, I'm gonna try this, and I've been there since.
Did you go to the haunt school?
I did not.
How come everybody I talk to has never been to this haunt school? It's like they keep saying they go to haunt school. Nobody's been there.
Some people go in the coffin, some people go in the hearse.
They're loading coal in the cars.
Only here at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill do you get in a real hearse, in a real coffin, close the lid. Bye-bye. Bye-bye forever and ever and ever.
And ever?
And ever. Spooky kisses.
Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill is nestled on 64 acres.
Mama had twins.
Kim, the owner, in business 30 years, purchased the property here August of 2014 and has been committed to maintaining its mystique and uniqueness by adding her own twist of creative torment throughout the attraction.
So we are at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill, and it is a really crazy, different kind of haunt. It is very scary. There are 5 main attractions. There is Haunted Mill, the Horror of Mangus Mill.
The Horror of Mangus Mill.
There is the Terror Trail, Dark Despair, and the House of Eyes.
What you doing? Huh? We're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way.
Let's start with Kim. What can I say about Kim? Kim is the owner, Kim Yates. Completely eccentric. I don't ever think I've ever met anybody like her. She is crazy.
He took my videographer and he took the camera, which was my camera, and threw it to the ground.
Whoa.
I said, whoa, that's not Kim, that's not Kim. And he looked at me with the flashlight. We know who you are.
Kim has an amazing story, and when I was researching her, I discovered an old newspaper article. I knew I had to get her on camera talking about it. I just love the passion she has, but I'll let Kim explain.
I was looking online and I was researching you, and then a Maryland paper came up, right?
Yeah.
And it said, you got arrested for having a haunted house. Now, I know it sounds bad, getting arrested, but can you imagine being that passionate about having a haunted house that you get arrested for it? So tell us that story.
Are you ready? Well, the story is I actually got arrested twice. It was 2 nights in a row. What happened
Two
was,
nights in a row.
Yeah. So we had been doing Kim's Krypt out of my house in Rosedale. The crowds were, gathering, and everybody was growing. We had actors in the back with syringes, zombies pulling their flesh off, and this was like back in the 90s when it started. The Baltimore Sun came out and did a big interview, an article, and all that. I went to the township and I talked to them because I had talked to them before and they knew who I was. So I said, look, this is what we want to do. We want to do a haunted house. And they said, as long as nobody complains, keep the volume down, and it was all good. So we got permission. So the night before we opened, these 2 guys came, plainclothes like cops, came to the door, knocked on the door. And he asked us questions like, do you have your permits? We went to the township and we talked about it. So we were open Friday, we were open Saturday, we were open Sunday. All good, no problems, nothing. The following Friday, Day 4, Kim's Krypt 2002, we didn't have our permits. Yes, this is true. Ending of the night, it's around 10 o'clock or so. And we're back there. We used to do this line dance at the end. We'd have like Scream, Freddie, Jason, Michael. We would do like a song. We would do a little dance, you know what I mean? Like a little stepping and like that. And we would get down and get crazy and have fun. And then chainsaws would come out. Cops come out with their big light, flashlight coming up in there. And we videotaped everything back then. So I saw them. I'm like waving. I'm like, okay. They never said, stop, you have to go. They just came up. And then they took my videographer and they took the camera, which was my camera, and threw it to the ground. Whoa. And I said, whoa, that's not Kim, that's not Kim. And he looked at me with the flashlight, we know who you are. I was like, okay. So he started handcuffing her. They threw me to the ground, started handcuffing. I'm like, what are you doing?
Really? Like
it was
totally on the ground?
Like legit, and my head, my severed head was underneath. I'm going, get off my head, get off my head. And yeah, they had like a girl cop with her knee, and it was crazy. I mean, people were just running and scattering. They said, if you all don't leave now, you're all under arrest. I'm like, for what? For what? They never said stop. They never said, they just kind of just came up in there and just started throwing down.
So what happened next? Do you have a mugshot and everything?
Well,
that would be wicked funny.
Well,
Did your head in the mugshot? And your head like, turn this way. Wait, no, this way.
The coffin rides at Kim's Krypt are legendary. If you're lucky enough while visiting her attraction, you might even get Kim herself as your hearse driver to shuffle you around town. You'll be loaded into a coffin and placed in the back of a hearse.
What did you think?
I liked it. It was comfy.
Were you scared?
No, they had some nice music playing.
As she famously says, don't let your first coffin ride be your last. Patrons love it. They adore her and appreciate everything she has built.
It was so great! It was really, really fun.
People with the passion do it versus people do it for publicity or paycheck.
Yeah. Right.
When somebody has the passion to do it, they put so much more into it.
Passion is the driving force in the haunt industry, and the most successful haunts are built on it.
Here, you got a little. There it is. Got it. I just want your fingers and toes. That's all I'm asking for.
Got her. Come here, you.
Look, I couldn't tell you earlier that I had a song.
You're losing your voice.
What did you do?
No! I got his head!
Up his head.
No!
You don't like snakes either?
No! No!
Somebody hold her.
I knew that snake from the dressing room would make its way out here, but luckily I escaped that fate.
Kim gave us special access to the Haunted Mill. It's usually not open right now, but we have special access just to go in and just to look at everything that's in there, which is so cool of her. Anyway, here we go.
Mangus Mill was built in the 1800s. It's dark and spooky.
Is there a light?
I'm gonna get you.
I'm scared. What's in there? I don't know if we're supposed to be going. No, this is like a closet or something.
We did get a little lost in the mill, which dates back to 1734, when access to the land was first granted.
I just want your fingers and toes.
The mill was in operation 14 years later. One can see with a building this old, there's a lot of paranormal activity reported.
He starts turning this on while we're in here. I'm gonna totally scream.
It's spooky in here even with the stuff not turned on.
And even without the scare actors, the hair on the back of my neck stand up, and I am on high alert. Kim's Krypt also hosts monthly paranormal tours and investigations at the mill, offering a unique experience distinct from the usual haunt. Participants become an integral part of the investigation.
Great. That's creepy. As creepy as anything.
Delving into mysteries and unexplained phenomena that linger within the walls of this historic site.
I can't see. I'll wait till you get up here.
It's really dark in here, as we were unable to find the lights or turn anything on. we just used the lights from the video camera.
It's spooky. It's so dark in here too. It got the light on your camera. Forget it. I mean, this is scary.
I heard you like to play with sparks! Whoa!
This place has me a little freaked out, honestly. It feels old, musty, and dank, full of secrets from the past.
Oh no, it's really dark.
Why are you scared?
It's really dark. Like, it was so nice of her we get special access. But I keep thinking any moment she's gonna turn this stuff on and I'm gonna freak the blank out.
Why are you scared?
All these props and switched off animatronics
I asked you a question!
do really contribute to the creep factor.
It's this way, right?
I just can't believe how dark it is.
I think it's this way.
I'm not scared of anything. I'm Kim Yates.
When I was impersonating Kim during my visit to the haunt, I didn't actually realize she was behind me, which is why I jumped so much. You will see my transformation into Kim a little later in the episode. But first, let's meet Trixie, who has a fascinating story about her evolution into becoming a scare actor, and her mother's love of the scare and influence on her.
Well, it all started back in 1985. My mom was really into scaring people, and I was her victim many times. And like 3 years old was the first time I remember getting scared.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean she was really into scaring people?
She woke me up with a mask on when I was taking a nap at 3 years old. And I bawled, but I also remember seeing how happy it made her. In my fear, I saw the happiness it brought her. So, the next thing I did was fake my own death.
Please do not hit, punch, bite, scratch, tickle, punch noses, step on toes, or pull hair.
Did it work?
Yeah, well, at the time I thought it did, but looking back, I'm pretty sure she knew because it was ketchup and a butter knife. I didn't know any better.
Trixie usually is the black and white clown. The very popular clown is crazy, but she's doing the ticket booth because we're so busy.
Oh my God, it's gonna poke you. Watch.
Trixie, we gotta talk to her. She's not quite Trixie, but she kind of is. I'll let you go.
Own the place.
Yeah, because that's what I do. Kim's Krypt, Haunted Mill, featuring Trixie. And you get it.
You're mean though.
I get it.
You took all my hair with it. If you're interested in a hearse and coffin ride, Kim is your driver, yes.
I have been with Kim for 7 years. The first 2 years were at her other haunt until we closed that one down and I came up here. So I've been here for 5 years. First met Kim. She invited me down to work the Kryptdependence weekend, and that was my first taste of working in a haunt. And I asked if I should do my own costume. The only thing I had was a clown outfit and some makeup, and I just kind of put together something quickly, and it kind of stuck from that point on to the point where I had to name the character, and after that it was all over. Wish more people understood what it's like to be a haunter. There's not a lot of people that have ever been a haunter, and the customers that come through really don't understand, you know, kind of sometimes etiquette.
Have you ever been hit?
Oh yes, but I don't mind that.
I'm a screamer and a runner.
I love that. There's like categories of different types of people and how they act and they get scared.
I'm scared of everything.
And I love every reaction. That's why I do it, because I love to watch people in their most primal state. In that little split second, you can see humanity in their faces, in their bodies, in their voices, and that's fun.
Thank you and welcome to Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill.
Cookie, he's a clown, and he has an exposed brain.
Oh, God.
And fluffy hair. You taught everybody how to do airbrush, right?
Most of them have never touched an airbrush before.
Because I had called Cookie up. This is like, and asked him how to do what airbrush to buy.
Airbrush is a certain technique to get finger control.
How did you learn it?
I just picked it up and started playing with it one day. And then each airbrush machine is different. You got your 2-stage, your single stage.
But so people came up to you in here and they just said, "Can you teach me?"
Well, they all wanted to learn makeup, so just teaching a little bit. Hey, watch this, watch this. Some of them came in, started watching me do it, and was like, "Oh my God, I want to learn that." They'll be able to take over and give me a break.
Well, maybe you'll be doing my makeup later because I'm going to be made up like Kim so we can get in a fight.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah.
That's easy, right?
Kim makeup's easy.
It's a bullet hole, right? And then.
Well, it's the white, the black around the
Super
eyes.
white, okay.
And then you just basically dribble the blood down the forehead and to each side.
Oh, that's good.
But
she doesn't wear contacts, so I'm good there.
She doesn't. No. Oh. Trixie and I have tried to put contacts in Kim's eyes. It's like holding down a rabid child.
Should we stuff my chest a little bit more?
I do the boar's head.
And what does that entail, the boar's head?
Pushing out, and it's a big pig's head, and it makes pig noises in the mouth. Opens and scares the crap out of people.
I'm sure it's gonna scare the crap out of me.
Oh yeah.
I was 15, I started here, and then I left and came back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you must love it, right?
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of haunts, and I've been really, really scared because I'm easy scare, but I don't normally pee my pants. I'm just saying. So does it feel like, I guess it's a weird question, but.
Kind of.
What do you do? What's your reaction if that happens?
Oh, I laugh.
Do you?
Because I'm behind a curtain and I can see it. The big wall that moves back and forth.
Oh, wow.
It's a moving wall.
Oh, wow. That's pretty
He's
cool.
the man behind the scenes. Scares the crap out of you. He scares the yell out of you. Right there.
Being a scare actor is a unique role that combines performance art, improvisation, and a deep understanding of human psychology. For many scare actors, the role is an outlet for creativity and expression.
She got me!
And to perform in ways that other acting roles may not permit. Some are drawn to the role because of the fascination of fear itself, how it works, why people seek it out, and the various ways it can be elicited. Haunted attractions offer a safe environment for guests to explore their fears, and scare actors play a pivotal role in crafting those experiences. Running a successful haunted house is not just about scaring people, it's also about marketing and branding.
Marketing genius. You're almost like a Gene Simmons of, like, you know what I mean?
It's constant. It's constant.
You get the T-shirts, you get the thing, and
we
it's
got
great.
beanies, hats, hoodies.
But also,
we got everything.
What else is? And then we took
sell dolls
photograph of everything.
The gift shop.
Yep, and even your autographs of different, Michael Myers and the
Jason,
and all that.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so, where do you see it going? Like, do you just think you're just going to expand?
Oh yeah, it's nonstop. So what we're in right now, this is the horror of Mangus Mill. This expanded double this past Halloween season. Built that whole roof, and then we had to build rooms.
Built the roof somewhere around a little after May. The whole actual new part of it went up in less than like a month and a half.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna put in these rooms? And that's another reason why I decided to retire, because I needed more time.
But that's one team. We got a bunch of managers, day crew, everything. You know, everybody chipped in on it.
I needed more time, and we did. And I don't know if you saw the coffin room, the vampires.
Awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
So we did that. We did the zombie room. We did more, and the dragons. I don't know if you got to that yet. Oh, you will. So
I read in your post, and you were like, I keep going dragons.
Oh yeah, I can't help myself.
I don't ever want to do haunt. It's too much work for me. But I love everybody that does it, because there's so much passion to it. It's like it's like you just love it.
I do.
It's crazy.
And like I said, the crew I have, builders and people that make these props and animatronics and all that, and most of them, like I said, live here. So I am very thankful, very blessed, and very grateful to have this team behind me.
I've worked for Kim for 24 years in the different haunts from her backyard all the way up to here.
Well, I was actually here when she bought the place. I was here with the people that owned it before Kim.
We build the actual props.
Oh, the props.
Yeah, he builds all
we
the
actually
steel
make the
frames.
mechanical props
No way.
that pop out and everything.
No way.
Yeah.
Like the dragon.
Yeah, the mechanics of it.
The inside.
We don't do the actual outsides, the skins and stuff yet. We're working on that.
Wow.
I mean, down the road, will probably be a fully in-house capabilities.
Say you would have an idea and say, I'm going to build this, or would Kim say, I have this great idea and I want to do this?
It's actually all of us.
Yeah,
All of
sort
us.
like
It's a group
collaboration,
effort.
right? That's awesome.
And me and Ed both live here, so.
Oh, on the property.
We're on the property, yeah.
My brother got me into this originally. He did a lot of Kim's special effects makeup and everything back in the day.
Oh, cool.
And I started out with them. I mean, we used to just decorate the yard and scare kids in the yard with chainsaws and stuff. I'm Dr. Payne during haunted house season. So I do lion entertainment and I do the maintenance. So if something breaks, I'm free to go look at it, repair it, or whatever.
And you do just something?
I'm the same thing. I actually manage the terror trail.
Okay.
And do the same thing, basically. I have a nice bat mask that when I'm not managing, I have the mask on and I'm scaring.
This is like what he does and what I do, since we do maintenance and stuff, and we can hide in different parts and we can move around. All the buildings are haunted on this property.
I believe that. So what's the weirdest thing that you've seen as far as haunted?
The House of Eyes.
I think it's haunted.
Seen orbs, and I can tell you the nights that I sit on my porch, smoke a cigarette, and just hear doors slamming in there.
I heard when we were in the mill, I heard doors slamming and stuff. Not in that building though. This door? No, it can't be that door, can it? Even without any actors in there or anything, it's really, 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 really scary. I kept screaming. I didn't think I was gonna scream today because I thought today was sort of like our off day where we're just kind of shooting, little odds and ends and props and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really scary. And with the people in there, it's even scarier because you don't know who's alive and who's like a mannequin, who's not a mannequin, and who's like what, and everything's jumping out.
Aside from the House of Eyes and Mangus Mill, the Terror Trail, as it is known, is a mile-long walk through what can be best described as a spooky, haunted meadow with many small shacks, scenes, and buildings.
She survived and didn't die.
I work on the Terror Trail typically, so when I'm doing that, my scene is vulgar.
I've got some pretty traumatizing things on display.
Do you want to share?
The first room you walk into is like a doctor's office. I run an asylum skit. I'm a psychiatric patient. The doctor is at the desk, but the doctor has taken a 44 to his face. So, he's sitting there sprawled on the desk with a pistol in his hand, brain splattered on the back of the wall, empty pill bottles around the desk. The second room, it's kind of touch and go with a lot of people. We've got a gyno table in there with a display on the gyno table, so I'm not going to go directly into that. It's not too vulgar. All the nasty bits are taken away, so it's okay.
What is the psychological reason for scaring people, do you think?
The psychological reason?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get weird with it?
No, well, I kind of like, and I've been breathing pesticides all day.
Okay, all right. So the typical skit is between 35 to 45 seconds, I'd say. In that time, it's within my power to create a scene so disgusting and so detailed that an act so good that I can control everything that happens in your head for those 35 to 45 seconds and you can't do anything about it. It's kind of weird to say that in an enjoyable sense because the typical person would be like, I'm manipulating you. But no, for us, it's pretty fun.
Do you like to be scared as well or not really?
I laugh about it. Once I know that I got good, then I'm like, all right, that's good. I'm gonna work that into my thing now. So I kind of steal everybody's thing.
It's kind of cold here. Not terrible. It's about 40 degrees. So I'm warming my hands on a garbage can.
During my time at Kim's, I got to dress like her, act like her, and talk like her.
Hold your breath, you got 10 minutes.
And let me tell you, nothing could be more fun.
KimsKrypt.com, 5 main attractions. Are you ready? Coffin ride? One coffin ride? Coffin ride? Coffin ride?
Coffin ride? You guys, anybody?
Coffin ride? Coffin ride? You, coffin ride? I think I'm doing a pretty good job here, and maybe this could be a new career choice. I'm not entirely sure what Kim thought of my goofiness, but she was willing to participate and gave me a few tips and tricks to amp up my game. Kim has a unique style that is loved by the dedicated following she has built, in an industry mostly dominated by men, and I think that's pretty cool. She is fun and entertaining, but also runs a very tight ship. And believe me, this is one frightening attraction, as you have already seen. There are tons of props here. It's animatronic heaven. I don't think I've seen a haunt so jam-packed with actors and machines working together in harmony to shock and scare. And hey, you might even see me working here at KimsKrypt.com.
KimsKrypt.com. KimsKrypt.com. KimsKrypt.com.
I'm in the House of Eyes all by myself, first time ever painting a fence. I hear calliope music, which I happen to love.
We do paranormal ghost tours here with the Ghost Pit and others, and people come here and investigate it.
When I come out, I asked Joey, the manager, who was down playing the organ. And he laughed at me and said that organ hasn't worked in 30 years.
They say there's most action in the Haunted Mill and also the House of Eyes. Okay. And that's the one across the street, the barn, the real scary looking one.
Right. It worked for me that day dang well. Wow. Yeah, and that's just one of the many stories I have. I've had my hair pulled. I've had
and it wasn't Kim?
No, I can't. No.
The ghost stories are just the beginning. The real chills come from the actors and artists crafting these immersive haunts. These creators excel in the art of misdirection.
You don't even need the freezer to hide things in this time of year.
Cleverly guiding your attention one way, only to surprise you from another. It's a blend of real-world ingenuity and theatrical magic, turning shadows into specters and noises into nightmares. With every step, you're drawn deeper into their carefully designed maze, where the next scare is always just out of sight, waiting for the perfect moment to leap into the light.
Do you always like to scare people?
Not really.
That's a good answer.
Because I was like, no, at first I'm like, what am I going to do? And you get that first scare, there's like an adrenaline rush.
Overall, good time. You know, it's like having kids at Christmas. I mean, you make them smile. Here, you kind of scare them a little bit. And make sure that the customers have a good time one way or another. We have our halfway to Halloween event. We have had campouts in the past. Rumors
What do you mean, like people sleep in tents and stuff?
Oh, the campouts we had were 13 hours.
Oh, wow.
They came
Do
up.
people scare you during that?
Oh, yeah.
They wake you up at night and like you're in a tent and they're like, hey.
Right out of the tent. There's waivers and all that to keep everybody safe and legal and everything, but we have a ball with it because
It sounds fun.
we'll abduct them out of their tents.
Oh my God, I don't think I'll go to that one.
I mean, nothing, not like the other places where it's dangerous. But we keep it 100% safe and just have fun and give them an experience of something that most people will never have in their life.
I guess so.
Maggot is spot on. There's truly nothing like the adrenaline rush of a haunted attraction,
Hold your breath, you got 10 minutes.
where you confront your deepest fears and challenge your resolve. In this realm, crafted by masters of terror, your power wanes and your grip on reality starts to slip, leaving you vulnerable to the whims of the haunters.
I have been working for her full-time for a little over 2 years, and I think I've been working the haunt for like 5.
You're working at the escape room today.
Correct.
And how hard is it to get out? So do you live on the premises? Or?
No, I actually don't. I live 15 minutes away, but I'm here all the time.
So it becomes like family, right?
Oh, yes.
It's been a little more challenging tonight than when I worked over Halloween.
So are you always in the gift store?
No, usually I do the escape room. I organize and revamp, I guess you want to say, the escape room every year.
I think I wouldn't get out. I think I'll go in there and I'll be in there for 2 years. I'm not getting out. This is the one thing that I really don't want to do.
There's clues. You follow clues to find 4 keys in 5 minutes, which opens the door and lets you out.
And if you don't get out in 5 minutes?
Theoretically, you turn into a zombie.
I'm scared to go in the escape room because I don't think I'll ever get out. I'm like a cat in a bag.
You can run, but you can't hide.
I had to stop and just listen for a couple minutes because all the screaming.
It's me. It was me.
Figures.
It was all me.
There was a group of girls taking a selfie, and the very last second, at the very perfect moment, I was behind them. I got up behind them, and as they took the picture, all their faces just dropped, and they realized I was behind them, and it was absolute perfection.
This is what Otis's character is on Halloween.
I'm known as the naked guy.
Known as the naked guy.
A strobe light tunnel, and all they see is like the upper half, so they all assume that I'm naked. Come around the corner, where's that naked guy go?
I would rate Kim's Krypt as far as top haunted house on the East Coast. I would say they're in the top 3.
What do you think is the scariest part?
She's flirting with me all night.
Which head?
You don't want to know.
The other one took a poop.
Who took a poop?
That's very tasty. And so are you.
Happy Halloween.
Gotta check it out. It's not just a haunted house, it's a lifestyle. It's freaky, crazy, good time.
As Kim says, it's absolutely a freaky, crazy good time.
That's what she said.
All of the heads, that's kind of kinky.
Are you rolling?
I am rolling.
Oh, hell, hey.
Well, thank you so much for joining us at Kim's Krypt. It was amazing. It was super scary. And thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
If you're in the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area, you need to visit Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill. We had an amazing time with Kim and her crew. They are true artists, haunters, and entertainers.
I just want your fingers and toes!
They treated us with such warmth and hospitality, making us feel right at home amongst all the terror.
It's sort of scary. I was jumping and screaming all the time.
I'm so tired of being here. Told you you wouldn't recognize me.
That's not good. Don't let Kim hear that.
Run!
Things were like squirting. I think we got hit by some water.
I sent the other janitor flying through the wall because he told me to turn off my Skinner CD and I didn't.
It's just like really, really frightening and a lot of jumps. Even without the actors, is super scary.
I'm probably going to go to jail in a couple hours.
Only here at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill do you get in a real hearse, in a real coffin, close the lid. Bye-bye. Bye-bye forever and ever and ever.
We're at Kim's Krypt Haunted Mill forever and ever and ever. And ever?
And ever.
We're gonna put him back in the hole.
Are you sure you want to marry this guy?
Thank you for hanging out with Spooky Kisses. KimsCrypt.com. We want to make sure that everybody comes through and gets their money's worth, no matter what you got going on.
Damn, look, the leggings ain't on my ass to begin with.
So there's a little something for you. That's right. KimsCrypt.com.
It's not a full moon. I know it will be soon. There's no sign of rain. We're getting ready to cause some pain.
It's not a full moon, but I'm sure it will be soon. There's no rain. I'm getting ready to go cause some pain.
We got a gift shop. We got hoodies.
Zombie escape room.
Sweatshirts. We got hats.
Live DJ. The Maggot Pit.
I'm Kim from Kim's Krypt.
And so much more.
I just love everybody.
What?
Kim's Krypt for KimsCrypt.com.
Not Kim.
Kim.
I
Kim.
am the one and only Kim of KimsCrypt.com.
KimsCrypt.com. Yes, go.
Fake. Look at that. Fake. You're a fake and you're a phony. I have something for you. Get in there. There's only one Kim. KimsCrypt.com, and that's me, not her. Off we go. Bye-bye.
Kim! Let me out of here! Help! 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 Kim! Let me out! Let me out of here!
Spooky who? Kiss what? Kiss this.